How's it going, guys? My name is Top Secret R35 and welcome back to GTA Online. In today's video, I am going to finally give you guys the ultimate guide, hopefully, on how to drift longer sweeping corners in GTA Online. So this video has been in the making for a long time. I've released two other quote-unquote guides on how to drift in the game. The first one was with the Karin Futo. That was more of single gear drifting, beginner style. I thought I knew what I was doing at that point. The second video was with the Willard faction, where I had mastered the mid-drive speed boost, but at the same time I didn't really understand about longer corners and sweeping corners. So I've done plenty of research for this video. I've even went as far as to ask another YouTuber what his techniques and secrets are. We had a very long conversation actually, and it was awesome. He was very helpful with that. So his and mine favorite drift car is the Debauchy Rapid GT, the car that you see sliding around in the intro, so on and so forth. It is the best car to do this in my opinion. So before we get into the nitty gritty of the video and the techniques, I just want to go over one or two small things and then just a quick disclaimer. Perhaps you guys learn faster than me, but after watching this video you might not be able to just get up and drift long corners very quickly. There is a bit of a steep learning curve, but the main purpose of this video is I want to stop you guys from wasting time, because I wasted a whole lot of time not understanding how the mid-drive speed boost works, and most importantly using speed when doing these longer drifts. But we'll get into that pretty soon. Alright, so the first thing we're going to gloss over is the fact that I'm sure you guys know how to lower the car by now. So pretty much I used AP pistol. It takes an entire clip and then about 10 bullets for the car to drop twice. I'll zoom in, you guys can see how that works. Just remember that some cars you aren't able to lower the car at all. Other cars you have to actually shoot the gap between the wheel and like the fender. So, but with the Rapid GT for today's video, which is also the best car, you don't have to do anything like that. So yep, that's pretty simple. So the next thing that I'll just quickly glance over is once your car is stanced, I'm also assuming that 99% of you guys know already how to do the mid-drive speed boost. But if you don't, I'll quickly go over it. So pretty much as your car is getting up to the point of doing its second gear change, so you're changing from first to second, what you're going to do is you're going to let go of the accelerator, tap the handbrake, and then get back onto the accelerator. So let's see what that looks like. Let's say I'm going, and you'll see two huge black lines start to pull, and that is the mid-drive speed boost. So you want to practice that, you want to get that every time. So the last thing I want to touch on is the upgrades on the car. So there are some things that are 100% you can't argue with, and then there are other things that are sometimes on the fence, but still either way, if you get the technique right, your car should be able to drift. So typically you don't put any armor, you leave the stop brakes, you can do anything with the chassis, you put obviously the full engine, anything with the exhaust, ignore this, ignore the cosmetic stuff, or you can do whatever you want. Naturally, don't put a spoiler on, that will increase the traction. Then the suspension is something that people like to argue about. I do sport. The competition is a bit too low since you're going to manually lower the car as well. Transmission turbo is obvious. Wheels, I've heard that SUV wheels slide the best, so I've got the Cosmo on here, but that hasn't been proven, so who knows. Alright guys, so here is the beef of the video, how to drift longer corners. I'm going to let this clip run, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to dissect it for you. Alright guys, so here we have a pretty smooth clip of me getting it right. So I have a little Formula D section here in the military base. It starts with this left-hander. So up until this point, I'm going to assume that you guys know exactly how to do what I just did over there, because that's the basis of drifting. I mid-drive speed boost slightly before the corner, throw it in and let the momentum take me through, and then I mid-drive speed boost out so that it looks like an awesome drift. So the crux of today's video is going to be what happens after this. So here I have a very long approaching corner that goes all the way around this little jet hangar per se. So coming into the corner, I already have a little bit of a body transfer weight momentum going. all the weight of the car is going towards the outside of the corner. So a little bit of a Scandinavian flick from the transition has already happened. At this point, I have already started my mid-drive speed boost. So here's where the most important thing is. It's always the start of the drift. You want to keep this clean. So this moment right here is very crucial. You can't turn in too much. If you do that, the car will oversteer and you will spin out. At the same time, you can't counter steer too much, because if you do that, the car will want to straighten itself out. So you have to use the mid-drive speed boost at this point to generate momentum and keep speed. Remember, I said the key word earlier on was speed. You have to keep that speed up as you go into the corner. Some good advice would be to have a bit too much counter steer. At that point is when you rip the handbrake, and this is going to happen slightly after you start your mid-drive speed boost. So maybe about 2.5 seconds is a good time between the time that you start the mid-drive speed boost and the time that your car has been whipping around. So you see at the point of when the exhaust shot flames, that's when I tap the handbrake. And then right about there is when I start another mid-drive speed boost as the car is slowly starting to slow down. But remember now, if you don't have enough momentum and you don't have enough speed, your drift will completely end. It is not going to look as cool. And then right about over there, I do another mid-drive speed boost and I ride it out as fast and as far as I can. And it just looks flippin' awesome towards the end. So one more time, let's just roll that clip again and I'll let you guys sort of process what I just said. So here's another clip of me doing the same section. On this clip, you'll see that I go around the big area twice. So while this is happening, I'm going to try to run a couple of tips by you guys. When you initially enter and you're doing the mid-drive speed boost, don't let off that accelerator. If you let off, it's not going to work. The only time you let off the accelerator is to re-engage the mid-drive speed boost. So here you'll see on my second run, if you feel like you're going over or you feel like you're losing it, that's when you hit the handbrake. Don't hit that handbrake too often because you will also kill the drift. So you'll see here, particularly on my second lap, I get the power and the momentum and the angle correctly. So yeah guys, that is it. I don't want to make this video too long. I pretty much just want to give you guys most of the meat of what you need to be able to do this. Now, like I said, a bit of a learning curve, but at the same time, I really wanted to get across the fact that you need speed to keep re-engaging the mid-drive speed boost. I think that's what I've been lacking for so long, because I mean, I've been drifting so long on like Forza Horizon 4, so on and so forth. I've thought that you could just throw the car in, and you can do that on the shorter, shallower corners, but on the longer corners, remember to keep that speed up. So it did take me quite a while to make this video. If you guys want to leave a like, that would be awesome. If you have any questions or concerns, I'll do my best to answer it. I think I've got a little bit of a grip on this now. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.